Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
And this defense has forced a couple of incompletions, and now with a chance to get off the field on 3rd and 10. Quick completion on the out route. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside, it's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. On the run, it's Rodgers. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
We really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
They'll run the counter. Got a little grass. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's Julian saying to throw. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Buckeyes! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Here he comes with the return. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. So Illinois' offense will now get its first chance with the football. There's Colin Dixon, a huge part of this passing attack, coming off a splendid performance, more than 100 yards receiving and a couple of touchdowns. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, they're trying to go toss on this play, but defense just wins at the point of attack. They're able to defeat the blocks and get the ball carrier down behind the line of scrimmage.
To the air, it's Hauser. It's caught downfield. Runs through a man, he might have space. Touchdown, Illinois! He got a step and just dusted the field. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic. Him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The Buckeyes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. There's a crease. 30. Past the 20. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. He'll bring it out. It's Hankins. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Illinois will get things going as the offense comes out onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. The option, the keeper. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got thrilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Hauls it in, looking for space. There he goes. Open it up. Touchdown! Buckeye! Special teams proving to be special.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Let's see what he can do with the return. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, here on the Illinois sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Hauser. Looking down the middle. That's reeled in, it's Dixon. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this offense, man. Luke Altmaier was so good at the trigger. He was so good, man. He got the ball out. He got hit a bunch. Palmer finding that next guy to take Illinois from a good team. And they've been a really good team the past couple years to a great team. It's probably going to start at that spot.
Yeah, Hauser comes in from ECU, and he's expected to be the guy to help lead this team to the promised land. He's got some pretty big shoes to fill, too, based on what Altmaier was able to do. But this is a position they've been able to find success through the portal. And now Hauser's got to be the guy to get it done and take this team to the upper echelon of the Big Ten.
He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The run inside. It's Jackson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore, right? They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical.
There he goes. The 40, inside the 30, the 10, into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Fighting Illini offense comes out ready to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Hauser. Complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Shotgun snap on third down. He makes the grab. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Spins away from the defense. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul.
You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. From the shotgun, the inside give. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Finds his man. It's Dixon. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Illinois puts it in play from the red zone.
Here we go. Ready. Red. Go.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Blue 22. Blue 22. Go.
Looking for a gap. It's Huff. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Pulls and fires complete. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
3rd down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, 3rd and short, now set up in a 1st and goal situation.
He's going for the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Illini! He'll try to tack on one more. precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Throwing, say it. Right down the middle. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Say it. Finds his big tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. The touchdown drive cut the deficit last time they had it. Forced the punt. Now a chance to really make this a football game.
And I think if you're the offensive coordinator here, you're revisiting that last drive and asking yourself, okay, what did I call? What worked? What can I keep dialing up so we can keep scoring?
Dang right, because you got the momentum. You're back in this football game. Everything is going your way. Your defense just contributed, so that lead they had, just keep chipping away, and who knows what will happen.
Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield is Hauser. He's got the tight end. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on 1st down. That's caught. It's Clement. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Grabbed behind the line. It's Dixon. Hit and run down right at the line of scrimmage.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding the football?
Looking to throw again. Right on the money. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 1st down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. You know, find a way to get the ball to your running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground game going.
Timeout signal 4 by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Illinois looking to convert the 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. into the end zone. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Say it. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. They'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Fires to the tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Here's Sayin to throw. He fires one deep down the right side. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
When you make big plays for your quarterback in the game, you catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Sayin back to the air. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the 1st down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Just a few seconds to go here in the 1st half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns at 21 points. We're just about ready to start the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Holly, they seem very concerned about these injuries. What's going on down there?
The Illinois head coach told me at the half their running back has been terrific, playing well so far in this game, but he is taking a lot of hits. He's had to absorb a lot of contact, running yards after contact, but they're going to keep their eye on him and see if he can power through all the hits, bumps, and bruises he's taken here in the 1st half. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. And send the tight end in motion. On the move, it's Huff. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The trophy that the Buckeyes and Illini play for, the Illabuck, guys, is a giant wooden turtle.
Imagine that, man. You're having to put your trophies in a water tank and feed it. It's probably the only trophy that ever had that ability. It's incredible. It was nurtured. Maybe a little bit different story now, David, but that is pretty cool history, Reese.
Yeah, and I guess you really only need one turtle every 100 years, so the trophy's not expensive. I guess you just got to take care of it, and every year you pass a live living animal. That's why they changed it.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pick.
Makes it. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Sayin. Gonna try to get it himself. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape scramble and go pick up the first down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. Got a man, it's Smith. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. I think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way.
Makes a grab and room to run. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside of wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots. And that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now. And he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Barges ahead. And he's in. Touchdown, Buckeye. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Illinois will get things going as the offense comes out onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute. You've got to lock in.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Running inside, it's Huff. Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to throw, it's Hauser. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Dixon. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the tight end. They'll run play action. Just too much heat that time, and they knock it down at the 31.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on Ohio State's sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Starting to feel a little pressure. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. It's Roberts. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Jackson. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And that's crazy. 1 second you're the offense, and you're thinking 2nd and inches, we're taking a shot, we're in a great spot. And then you give up a sack, and now all of a sudden you're in 3rd and long, and you're thinking, uh-oh, we got to convert this, or we're giving the ball right back to our opponent.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's loose. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Buckeyes starting to pull away from this one, and Illinois is in trouble.
First of all, we all know Ohio State's the more talented team. Every time they play, Illinois knows that going into. They need things to go right. Not everything going right in this rivalry game. The wheels are starting to come off, Palmer.
Yeah, you're right, David. In this game, this is really Illinois' national championship. Ohio State's expected to win, but you're never sure what their headspace is going to be coming into it. They came in here locked and loaded and focused, and they're showing it here in the second half.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. That's caught. It's Clement. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Always great to build momentum with an early season victory. Let's take a look at what's in store coming up next week. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Trying play action. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
The offense has lost the element of surprise here, right? 4th quarter, they're trailing by a lot. They're trying to go 4 verticals, but the defense knows it's coming. And they do a nice job in the back end of making sure that ball's incomplete.
Illinois Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Boyd. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, going to the air. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
The Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Here's Julian saying to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike through the air for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double-checking to make sure. And he tacks on the extra point. He'll return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Fighting Illini offense comes out ready to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Boyd. Under fire. He uncorks one deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Defense not showing press coverage. Makes the grab on the left. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the 1st down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Makes the catch at the 30. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And now there's a stoppage for an injured Buckeye. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Throwing, say it. Here's a heat. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You know, defenders have to really understand body positioning and where the football's coming from. And great job understanding that, getting in the way of the route, knocking the ball down, batting it away, making a good play for that defense.
And they fail to hook up on third down. And the Buckeyes line up to punt it away.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Boyd. He's got... Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
This offense has it with really good field position. The run inside. It's Jackson. Oh, he's got some room headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Buckeyes trying to cash it in on first and goal. Say it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete.
Touchdown, Buckeye! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Illinois will get things going as the offense comes out onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Boyd. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
2 straight drives ending in fumbles now for this offense. Guys just have to start hanging on to the football. There's nothing schematic that has to change. They've just got to get back to fundamentals. 5 points of pressure and prioritize holding on to the ball.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this.
Maybe a crease. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. The offense knocking on the door, first and goal. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. I guess an optimist could say it's still first and goal, and now you have a little more room to work with. Here's Sayin to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4.
I got to be honest, as a guy that used to play for Steve Spurrier, I never have a problem watching offenses continue throwing the ball when they've got a big lead, and that's what you've seen in this one. They're way up on the scoreboard. This coach is still letting this guy chuck the rock. That now his 5th passing touchdown, and I believe you keep throwing it until the defense proves they can stop it.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Back to pass, it's Boyd. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And how about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got it. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Using his legs, it's Jackson. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Hardly unusual. It is a trophy that many aren't even aware exists, but Ohio State will once again